Welcome back, traders, to your daily live stream here. Your host, Mr. Know-It-All. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned with the Swing Trade Pros community. We really do appreciate all your guys' support along the way here. And hopefully you guys are learning something, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, telling your friends about it, and how much you guys have learned over the course of the last couple months, last couple years here with us. It's been quite a ride for sure, right? Hang on just 1 second, guys. I just have to send something here. What's going on, guys? Minimum balance I would recommend for SAR, I would say probably 5,000. And the reason for that is you want to be running super safe settings. I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but we recommend people to especially if they've never leverage traded before, or they're super new to trading. We want you guys to have as limited exposure as possible, so you guys don't get caught up in a dump and panic sell at the bottom or something. So I would say like a 5,000 balance is good, because you're gonna probably earn 1% or close to 1% a day, and well, you do the math on a $5,000 account. That's roughly $50 a day times 30 days. You're looking at $1,500. That should more than cover your subscription costs and fees with some profit, right? So I would say to start with that kind of balance. Okay. Sanskar, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Can I look at FTM? Yeah, I can look at FTM. Olga, that is why we're here. We are here to tell you what's going on with the altcoins right now. And what do you know, guys? FTM, we were talking about this yesterday on the stream. I think I did a stream recap of this asset. And guys, we broke out of the channel here, right? We came up to 74 cents. I even said we could get as high as this area here before a pullback, right? And Snow, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate all your support, man. I really do. Really do appreciate all you guys, okay? How much USDT to use with the SAR bot? Guys, these are all wonderful questions. I'm actually just the TA manual guy on the SCP team, so all the questions about SAR. Maybe we have some folks in the chat here that can help answer some of these questions. That would be really great, because I actually don't have time to manage the SAR myself. I have a full-time day job, and I try to get the hourly streams in here on my lunch breaks for you guys. So I do STP as my side hustle, hopefully becoming my full-time hustle, right? So again, appreciate all you guys hanging out here on the stream with me, and hopefully you guys are learning a lot, right? I'm learning a lot from the charts here. And I'm surprised there's only 21 people here right now. Really, I am. I'm shocked. I do the stream the same time every day. Cool. What about Harmony 1? Yeah, we can check it out, man. Check it out. got the falling channel breakout. All right, we came to the previous resistance area here, or previous area here that was now acting as resistance. And, you know, we're still holding above the 20 EMA on the daily, guys. Remember. So you guys know, all right, if we're above the 20 EMA on the daily, we could go back into an uptrend. Go back into an uptrend, right? Hey, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, so Harmony 1, right? Just consolidating below this resistance. Again, a consolidation below a resistance is typically a bullish sign, right? If we were consolidating by a support, it would be the opposite, right? It'd be a bearish sign, right? So the fact is we got above the 20 EMA on the 4-hour. We're above it right now on the daily. We could consolidate here, right? We could maybe form what looks to be maybe an inverse head and shoulders pattern, kind of scuffed like sideways, but it's possible that this is something that we could see forming here, taking form here, okay? I mean, this is like, I don't even know. I wouldn't even call it that. It was just a falling channel, breakout, and we could go sideways and consolidate here, okay? We're going to look at Uni. Yep, we'll take a look at Uni for you, man. We'll look at Uber. Look at Uber. That was asked for first. We'll look at Uber. What is Uber doing these days? Interesting, right? So you're above the 21 EMA on the weekly. You're basically just looking at it, right? You're just touching it right now. So you have this this top side resistance here on Uber. And you have a trend line from here. So what does this look like, guys? Does this look like some sort of rising type of pattern that we all know about? Yeah, we can look at Parsec. I know about PRQ. Absolutely, man. Give me a second. I'm just finishing the Uber here. So Uber kind of looks a little bit bearish, right? We're on the daily. We got a bit of a move down today, right? We are still holding the demand line right now on Uber, right? If you look closely, you got these wicks in here coming in, but we could get a further move down, all right? So Uber, this is kind of a rising type channel, right? This is a rising type of channel. Which can be construed as bearish because when you get rising price action or with higher prices, well, let's just go to back to the weekly chart and really look at this, right? So, yeah, I mean you have a consolidation above the 21 weekly EMA, which is fine, which is good actually, which is good. Means that we're still in an uptrend on Uber, right? But you do have these rising wedges when they materialize, they could easily break down, okay? So just be careful if you're in Uber long term here, right? I mean, the weekly RSI is still bullish territory, 53 on the RSI, and like I said before, we could just maybe get a bounce here. That'd be good to get a bounce right here off the weekly 21 EMA. Okay. Looks like we do have some buying coming in here right now to push the price up. And we're wicking right now, right here. If we close this next 4-hour candle like this, that would be a nice bullish pin bar reversal right here on the demand line. Okay. So yeah, maybe a long opportunity down here to trade back to the top side of the range. But this is a 4-hour bear flag with lower highs being made, higher lows still being made though. Okay, it's kind of range bound right here. Okay. It's tough to really make this call because you're in the middle of the range, but you're respecting the demand line for now on Uber, right? We'll look at Uni. That was the next one asked about. Uniswap got the breakout, right? And we're in this rising channel, and we broke the channel right here. I suspect the 4-hour, like a magnet, to come back down to the 21 EMA, which is around this 39.85 area. And even actually, we could actually come all the way back down to back test the breakout. Okay, we could come back down to back test the breakout on Uni. We look at Solana. I have still got an open long on it, although price has dipped. Yeah, we can look at Solana and PRQ. This is the next one we're going to look at. And we'll have Rose here first. I am a bag holder of Rose since about 5.28 cents. That is a long-term hold for me. I think this project has some legs. And yeah, we do have the weekly 20 EMA right here. We are above it, and we are holding this area here, this previous area that we broke out from on Rose, okay? Now, I don't know what the fundamentals are looking like for Rose, but I liked the project when I bought it, and I still like the project today. We are in a downsloping consolidation pattern, right? And the weekly stochastics are about to cross back up. It's tough to do TA on something that doesn't have a lot of price data, a lot of data on the chart. So like if we go to like the 3-day, maybe it's a little bit more clear, right? So the 3-day, we're sitting right on the 21 EMA here, and we're still in this downsloping channel as well, okay? And the 3-day Stokes have crossed back up, and we are towards the bottom here on the STP DMI, which is like the buying territory. And you guys can see on the RSI on the 3-day, we're sitting around 51, which is still the bullish territory, okay? Let's see, what else do we got? We got PRQ and Slyfox. I'm not in any trade right now, no. Solana, so we're gonna look at PRQ and then Solana. I think I did, you know, I mean, there you go. The range breakout, we got it. It did the whole measured move to 270. The 3-day chart is trying to get back above the 21 EMA here. If we were to go to like the weekly chart, we are above the 21 EMA on the weekly. All right, so still a nice bullish uptrend for this asset. Guys, as long as we stay above the 21 EMA on any asset, doesn't matter, on the weekly chart, we're talking about a continued uptrend, okay? Remember that. All right, so Matic. So let's finish the TA on this real quick. So yeah, we did the measured move of this range breakout. We touched the top of the range. Looks like we could see some consolidation in this range now, right? We're just basically trading here. The daily looks maybe pretty good. Like we're starting to round out a bottom here, right? There's no real pattern here yet. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so maybe a downsloping consolidation, maybe a little wedge, mini wedge here. You could see, okay. You could maybe get a price move back to the top and come back down again, and you know, just kind of trade in the range until you break the range, right? Something along those lines. So yeah, there could be a trade here on the daily for this asset. We are showing signs of hidden bullish divergence in a falling wedge type structure. We are below the 21 EMA on the daily, which you guys already know that would probably be the price target. It's probably going to go back up and touch this price, which is around $1.71. All right, hopefully that's helpful. Whoever asked about that, I think it was Snow, right? Yeah. So Matic, ADA, and TRB. Matic. This thing's been on a tear. I think the other day we had called out this price range here. Um, Sorry, guys. What's going on here? Why is Rondon Jr. Spamming the chat right now? What's going on, dude? How you doing, Trinity? Yo, Rondon, you want to stop spamming my chat, bro, or what? You're gonna get the boot. Okay, so Matic, once we break this 85-cent territory, really, there's nothing up here. It can go up to almost $2 or 188. Steve, right? I asked if I should buy Bitcoin. I'm not a financial advisor, man. Do you think you should buy Bitcoin? We can look at Bitcoin here in a second, man, but just please do not spam the chat, okay? ADA. So ADA coming back up to the top of the range. All right. Sitting it back above the daily 21. We could go sideways here. We are towards the top of the red band. We are just in a consolidation pattern for some time. We did get a bullish cross here on the daily. Okay, so just be a little bit patient. You guys can. Be patient with ADA. Dude, I'm not ignoring the chat, man. Sorry, it's I have other DMs that I was answering, so I apologize. All right, I'm sure all of you guys here know that I don't ignore the stream chat. I mean, come on, it's not like I have 1 million people watching me right now. Only 30 people watching me. It's not like this is. I mean, it's kind of shocking and actually upsets me a bit that there's only 30 people watching this. It's okay. Everyone has busy lives. I get it. What did I miss here? TRB. Okay, so TRB, descending broadening wedge pattern because we got this break above this previous resistance area, right? We came above it. We made new all-time highs technically on the wicks here. We're above the daily 21 EMA. We got a nice flag here, okay, on the daily. All right, it looks like maybe just a consolidation. All right, nice consolidation down sloping here. This looks fine to me. We could continue to do that. We could continue to get some more consolidation. As you can see, stochastics have pointed down. We're creating negative momentum. We could come back down to these levels here around the 7160 area. I'm just saying we could do that. It doesn't mean we have to. But we can do that. All right, TRB. Snow, thank you so much for posting the Discord link, man. Appreciate that. Let's see, LTC and Sushi on Binance Futures. We'll take a look at that. XRP. XRP. Well, let's first look at Bitcoin because Rondon Jr. is getting a little impatient here. All right. So Bitcoin, like I said before, I think I gave TA on this last couple days. So we're rejecting the 21 EMA here on Bitcoin, right? And now we got this doji and we're getting this move down. I'm suspecting we come back down to these levels, these $49,000 levels, okay, to back test this. And if this area holds as support, we will make a double bottom and make the continuation back up. But for right now, we are getting rejection. We are going to see price movement downwards, okay? All right, until we get some bids, until we get some buyers coming in on Bitcoin. But everyone's rolling for ETH, man. That's the whole trade right now. So that's the deal with Bitcoin right now. We're going to cover Urus here in a second. Arash, we're going to do, we have a few others to cover here. DRX, XTZ, DOT, XLM. We can cover all of them, Trinity, whatever you want. All right. LTC and Sushi, we'll cover those first. LTC, also putting in a daily doji, right? We are still holding above the 21 EMA though, unlike Bitcoin. Bitcoin is below the 21 EMA on the daily. So there is some hope for Litecoin here. And the weekly still looks okay. We're still making these higher lows, holding the lows. What I don't like though is on this weekly we got a cross down. But this could be negated pretty fast. This is a weekly chart. So the 3-day, let's look at the 3-day. 3-day kind of holding on to momentum a little bit, trying to cross back up maybe. Still in bullish territory on the 3-day. The daily, let's go back to the daily or the 2-day chart. The 2-day chart, kind of making a lower high, but we're still above the 21 EMA. That's the most important part, guys. If we remain above the 21 EMA on the daily, we can continue to consolidate up here. And the 4-hour is right on it. So we're going to have to see how this plays out. If we get a move down, we're looking at coming back down to the, that 236 area or even close to this 218 area if we get a major move down on Litecoin. Okay. But yeah, down sloping consolidation patterns. Like these are still bullish. These aren't bearish. Okay. This is Litecoin. Sushi. Sushi got a nice bounce here off the 21 weekly EMA. Okay. And we're getting that weekly cross up right now as well. All right, so we're going to go to the daily now and see what's happening. Okay, the daily is still above the 21 EMA. Right? We did get a bit of rejection here, right? We couldn't really rally because Bitcoin was probably pulling back. Right? And the 4-hour also putting in a bearish candle, but technically still a higher low than these lows here, right? And if I had to guess where it does come down to, well, it'll probably crash into the 4-hour 21 EMA, which is right around 1350. You're looking for a 4-hour higher low if you're looking for a long position on this asset, and it looks to me like this actually looks good. Like it looks better than a lot of these other coins right now that aren't really doing too much. Yeah, this is your neckline, right? You could end up making like a little dip here, right? And maybe break out of it, like maybe a inverse head and shoulders or a sideways inverse head and shoulders pattern here. Okay, on Sushi. All right, this is still in the works. Oh yeah, Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. Sorry about that. Miss Solana here. RP. Yeah, okay, Solana. All right, you guys already know this asset's quite extended. Okay, it needs a pullback. literally needs a pullback. So the daily 21 is at 34.80. That would be, I think, where we pull back to. That would not shock me at all if we came back down here to 35 and maybe got a bounce there and continued higher. Okay, so that's something to look out for if you guys are in a long position. All right, really simple TA on that one. 1-inch BNB, euros. Let's see, what else did I miss? Trust swap. Okay, ZRX, XTZ. All right, ZRX first. Okay, so ZRX, we came back into the triangle on ZRX, right? The daily, though, is below the 21, okay? The daily is below the 21. We made a lower high. We made probably a nice retrace here, but we've rejected the 21 EMA for right now. We could end up seeing this come back down to 150 territory or even come all the way back down to these lows here, okay? So just pay attention to what's happening here on ZRX. If you are in a long trade on this, the 4-hour right now is crossing down on the 21. But again, it looks a lot like these other types of structures or patterns. I would say that 150 area, if we do break below it, you're going to definitely see these lows down here. And if not, and if we do hold this 148 area, we could potentially be in an inverse head and shoulders pattern. We were discussing this a lot the other night with a lot of these other patterns. They look similar. So this could be a potential scenario for a reversal back up. But for now, we're crossing below, and we could see some movement down on ZRX. What else do we got? I know you had a few other. I think it was XTZ. Cosmos, BTC, VeChain. Solana we covered. We got 1-inch BNB, Urus. This Tezos we're gonna cover. DOT and XLM. All right. So Tezos, again, rejecting the 21 EMA. We could come back down and make a higher low. This would be good for a long, right? Back up the top of the channel. So see how this ends up reacting up here. If the daily closes green or closes right below the 21, maybe you can look for an entry up here. But I suspect that we're going to see maybe some price movement down. As you can see, the stochastics are starting to cross. It hasn't confirmed it, but it's starting to move down a little bit. On the 4-hour, we crossed down. So we could probably see a movement down as well on this asset. All right, DOT. I'm sure a lot of these look very similar right now. There's a few anomalies that are doing outperforming and doing well, but DOT also rejecting or back testing the rising wedge that it was in, and now pulling back. Right, so pulling back. We could see coming back down to these lows, this $30 area. Right. Okay. DOT, XLM. XLM also below the 21 EMA, but is holding this support area for right now. Does look a bit, probably extended, right? On the, well, the daily isn't really extended, right? 48 on the RSI. We are in bearish territory, okay, but the daily stochastics look okay. You could get supported at this level, is what it's indicating, okay, on the daily. The 4-hour is breaking below on the 4-hour here. Okay, so just be cognizant of that. You want to see we hold this 47-cent area. All right. See, are we in any sort of downsloping structure or pattern on XLM? The answer is This could be construed as a downsloping channel or a yeah, it's close to a channel, but it's, I mean, obviously we broke out of this this channel here. We broke out of this little wedge structure here. Okay. But yeah, so if we can hold this support, right, then we have the maybe the potential for an inverse head and shoulders pattern in development. Okay, we have to see this area hold. Right, we can come down here and round out or consolidate here, and then make a continuation out. So it's that. I mean, it's yet to be determined on this. Okay, but right now we could maybe suspect some consolidation down here on XLM. Right. What else did I miss here? Swap and engine coin. And Urus. We'll look at Urus real quick since I already have the chart up. All right, so yeah, I mean, nothing much has really changed here on this asset. We got to the top here, and now we're pulling back. The 4 hour looks like, you know, you're coming to this oversold territory. Maybe you might make a reversal here on the 4 hour, and that's good. You know, got to the top. I don't know, did you technically make a new all-time high? I think you technically touched it. Okay, so downsloping channel, down, you know, like consolidation here. Maybe get down to like 22, 23 bucks, maybe a little lower. I don't know how far down it's going to go, but somewhere in that range, and then maybe try to trek back up. I need my own channel. What do you mean? See. Cosmos, BTC, and VeChain, 1-inch BNB. Sorry guys, I know I'm behind on the chat here. I apologize. Okay, yeah, so 1-inch coming back down to the 21 EMA here on the 4 hour. Had a nice rally though, right? Nice rally. From down here, from this 380 area, you know, just trading in this rectangular structure, this rectangular range within a massive ascending triangle. Okay, right? 1, 2, 3 touch points here. All right, longer term targets between 11 and 24. If we ever do break the top side of this range, which I think we will at some point. We might get some consolidation along the 886 fib extension, right? Or crash into it and then rally again. Okay. So 1-inch looking good. BNB, I mean, made the perfect run right up to the top of the triangle. I think we even called this out that we were going to do this down here when it was like 500 bucks. We had an STP trade set up on this, so we got to the top. We're pulling back. Perfectly fine. We're going to get down to this 560 area here on the 4 hour. That's the 21 EMA. BNB looks great. BNB does look really nice. We could see continuation here again. Maybe not today. Maybe we get some more consolidation here, or even maybe one more back test of the triangle before running out. All right. VeChain or Cosmos BTC. Let's take a look at it here for Annie. All right. Is this all the data we have on this? I guess so. Okay. So yeah, overall, still in a downtrend against Bitcoin. But this looks like a downsloping consolidation, right? So it actually looks kind of like, you know, if there was price action before it, you could construe this as maybe a flag, right? But there is no previous price data, so we can't know that. But I think this is maybe a flag, okay? We are sitting above the 21 EMA on the weekly, which is bullish, right? And, you know, we got these highs up here at 73.90. You know, if we were to just do a little fibbing, okay, from swing high to swing low, you know, we're at the 50% retrace area. And we could get a major move out here versus Bitcoin, 425%. And the gentleman here that's in here talking about ETH down and all these leverage tokens, listen, man, we could get a pullback. Yeah, it's very possible we get a pullback. You were on this stream the other day, and you were just talking shit, like, oh my god, like, just gonna see a big dump. It may. It's extended. I called out 2,900 as the top on this channel. Okay, we're gonna come back down to what, 2,400? That's fine, man. Okay, I don't think this bull market is anywhere close to over. We have nowhere near hit a market cycle top on any of these assets. We have not seen blow off tops. We have not seen any of that. Let it. That'd be great. It's a great buying opportunity if that happens, man. I'll see you at 750. You just continue following Kitco, bro. Seems like he's got all the information for you. You know, man, I don't appreciate you just coming onto my stream and just chilling your nonsense. It's one thing if you come into Discord and you want to have a side conversation with me, that's perfectly fine. But coming on to the YouTube and just spewing nonsense here is not appreciated, man. I really don't appreciate what you're doing. You can say, oh, I think it's going to go down. Okay, that's great. That's okay. Yeah, the stock market's in a bubble. Yeah, this whole globe is in a bubble, man. The US dollar is in a bubble. How about that? They just keep printing more and more dollars. Kitco is world-renowned economist, man. Okay. I'm not disputing Kitco. I'm not disputing any of the information you're getting. Then why are you on here, bro? Go follow Kitco. Anyways, all right. So here's the chart on Cosmos BTC. This actually looks pretty good, right? We're making kind of like a cup continuation pattern here, right? You guys see this cup and maybe the continuation we might get here on the weekly. So this looks pretty good. We're holding on to this positive momentum. We crossed bullish here versus Bitcoin, and we're just sitting at, guys, we're just sitting at 56 on the RSI, Annie. So this looks really good, okay? And you can even see maybe on the RSI, you can see an inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? Like, so this looks, I don't ever really do TA on RSI, but we actually got a breakout on the RSI. So this looks really good on the weekly chart, okay? Excellent. Excellent. Sorry, I'm sifting through all this nonsense here. VeChain, yeah, VeChain. VeChain on the weekly, sitting in bullish territory, 68. You know, we were overbought. We got a pullback, which was good. Sitting above the 21 weekly. The 21 weekly is at 9.89 cents, guys. So just be careful on this asset. We could totally come back down here. It's definitely not unreasonable for it to do that. Okay, we are rejecting higher prices right now on the 3-day. The daily chart is still technically above the 21. Okay, but just watch it. If we break this, 18-cent area and close below, if we make a daily candle closure, I'm not talking about the wicks, I'm talking about the candle body. If we have a daily candle closure below 18 cents, we can definitely expect to see this asset come back down to test these supports and maybe move on back down to 14 or 15 cent areas, which is where this is here. Okay, and like I said before on the weekly, all right, there's lots of room for downside on this asset if we were to break down. Okay, I'm not saying we're going to. I'm not saying it's a for sure thing, but you got momentum kind of weaning, right? You want to see some more momentum come in, more buying come in. You negate that, okay? CLGD. Can you show how to check buying pressure? Yeah, there's actually a website that I use that's pretty cool. It's called livecoinwatch.com, and you can actually filter pressure out, right? And you can look at the depth of the order books, and you can sort by the pressure. I would filter this to like a certain market cap, so you're not trading some complete S coin. Maybe 15 million minimum. Right, and then you just click apply, and then you're going to get all these assets that fall into that category. Annie, thank you so much for the $5 pound super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so like let's see. Go back to this for a second. Customize. Yeah, so this is pretty good. So like you can sort by buying pressure, you can sort by hourly movement, right? So right now, Salt Coin's moving, Swerve Coin's moving. I don't know if any of these are viable on like Binance Futures, but maybe try to find one that's viable on Binance Futures, and then look at the chart and see what's happening. And if it's in a pattern or you're out of support, you can just do all that homework and easily get some sort of something that's moving, to your advantage, right? So like buying pressure, right? You can see that, I don't know. Let's find an asset that everyone knows about. What are these assets? These aren't even good. Okay, let's do like 30 million then, I guess. QuantStamp, right? QuantStamp has 29 to 1 buyer to seller ratio. Let's look at QuantStamp, shall we? QuantStamp looks interesting, right? In terms of buying pressure. I know I'm getting off topic here, but I wanted to show you guys something interesting. All right, so we know QuantStamp has a crap load more buyers than sellers right now. Let's go to the daily. Okay, the daily is actually looking like we're trying to get back above the daily 21 EMA. There is some rejection, okay. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. All right, so the 4-hour got a little bit of rejection. We're pulling back a little bit. This could be an area where we pull back, and this is where you set your buy orders, right? You set your buy orders at these price levels between 8.5 and maybe down to 8 cents, right? The 4-hour 21 EMA. We have the data here telling us that there's more buyers than sellers, right? And they're getting this data from, well, I mean, there you go, the QSP Binance pair. So maybe you want to trade the Binance pair, or the Bitcoin pair, right? The Bitcoin pair looks like kind of the same thing, but had a 7% move already. The daily looks really nice. This asset I know for sure is wrecked, or on the weekly chart. So, putting in a higher low here on the weekly right now as well. Okay. 5 flocks, hopefully that's helpful. We can check out XRP. There's definitely a bunch of others here I missed. Can you please check Munch? They're only 2 weeks old, but have donated over $1 million to Give Well charity. And what's going on here? What did I miss, guys? I missed a lot, didn't I? Engine and trust swap. Yeah, I gotta do that. Those two real quick here for IVO. All right, IVO above the 21 weekly EMA, so bullish trend intact. I still have these major levels here. Okay, the major swing for Engine coin is up to 18 bucks. We may or may not get there. The next major target, if you stay above the 1.4 and 4 fib extension for long enough, is close to that 4.75 or close to $5 area. Yeah, I mean, we could go sideways here for a couple weeks. This asset's had quite a run. We could, we're still above the daily 21 EMA. We're maybe making that inverse head and shoulders pattern that we keep talking about. A lot of these assets, they look like this right now. But again, we're at the red band area here. Okay, so just be careful. If we clearly get above the daily 21, then we can get a major move back up. If not, we're going to go sideways or maybe even further down to downslope and consolidate some more on Engine coin. Let's see. XRP we can look at later. Board. The swap. So the monthly hasn't negated the previous month's close just yet. Okay, but it's pretty close. You know, we want to see some positive price, and we want to see some upside is what we want to see on this to negate that. All right, because if you put a red monthly candle in, that could spell a movement down for the asset. All right, but right now you're actually holding this demand line here on the daily chart. You are below the 21, so watch out below. If you break this, you could see a move down. You know, 158% is a big move. I don't know if you're going to see that big of a move down, but if you do, I'm thinking like maybe down to these lows here, 2.25. Okay, breakdown. You got some supports here. Okay, at these levels, $3 and 2.25, and you got the support here for now. And well, we will look at XRP, man. We have a few other requests here before that. Okay, we have Loom. Munch. I've never heard of that one. Take a look at Munch though, I guess. CLGD. Do you mean EGLD, man? Sorry, guys. Where was I? CLGD, gold versus Bitcoin or USD. I see. I mean, we could literally just do Bitcoin versus gold if that's what you want to look at. We can do that. Oh yeah, monthly pullback candle, right? In theory, you could maybe sell some Bitcoin for gold. But I think we still got plenty of room to run on the chart here. We checked out DOT. Check out XRP and GRT, and OST was requested. You're above the monthly 21, which is good. You're above the weekly 21, which is also good. Got a bounce here. You're just consolidating up here, okay, right below the 21, right? You haven't negated the whole move as previous. Well, I guess you're below it a little bit here. So if this doesn't end up holding us support, you're going to come back down to backtest these support levels on OST. Yes, make sure you guys smash the like button up. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel and you like the content here. We got a few more to check and go through here. We've been live for almost an hour, and I know there's been some silence during the stream. I apologize about that. I am helping another SAR client out here to lead him to the right direction. We got Loom to cover. We didn't cover that. Covered Swap and Engine and XRP. We'll cover Loom here real quick. So we got the falling wedge breakout. It's now back testing the breakout. All right, so this actually looks not bad at all on Loom. We're gonna maybe get a continuation here. Looks like we might get a bullish cross here in a day or two if we can just consolidate here for long enough. All right, we are below the 21 daily. We are at the 4-hour 21. Okay, but we're still making higher lows on this Loom. All right, and then XRP. So we got the falling wedge breakout. I called up to here and maybe I said, maybe we come back down and make a higher low. We can do that. Or what we can do is we can stay at these areas here above the 21 EMA on the 4-hour and maybe make a inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is what I can kind of see happening here. Maybe a slanted one, right? You guys see what's happening here? A lot of the charts look kind of similar right now. Look kind of similar, like they're doing this type of thing where they get this, we get this inverse head and shoulders pattern type of deal going on. But we can actually break below it and still be valid in this inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? We like this low down here at $1.18. We could see that move down. Okay. Hollow chain, we can check. Was there anything else that I missed here, guys? I think that's it. All right, cool. I forget. What's the ticker? I think it's hot, right? So the weekly is still way above the 21 EMA, down here at 0.008, right? So, and you basically back tested the 1618 fib extension, and you basically got to the 200% retrace from the previous range break, right? So this was the measured move. I think we did the measured move on this asset, 1272. Okay, we didn't quite do the whole move, but we got pretty close to it. We didn't do the whole move. All right, 3.5 cents. We could consolidate up here now, okay? This is what's happening right now on Hollow Chain. So got the bounce off, got a bounce pretty much close to the 21. and maybe some sideways action here. Right, we're still in bullish territory on the weekly. The weekly stochastics are pointed down for now, so we could go down slope and consolidate for a bit. The daily probably looks like that. You know, we're trying to get back above the daily 21 EMA here. We may not. We might come back down and make another retrace. All right. Be aware of that, guys. We could still come back down on this asset. You're in it. We could consolidate for some time now. Thing has made a major run. Could do this. Just do this, and then get to an area here where there's lots of buying pressure, which could be this range here. Okay. See. All right, guys. I think that's all we got for today. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream today. If you guys enjoyed the content, again, make sure you guys smash the like button up. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and tick the little bell. I'm going to be working on some static content for you guys about some different trade setups and different patterns that I want to show you guys. Hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. And if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys join the Discord. There's lots of social proof there in the Discord with what STP products can do for you today. If you're interested, I can show you here real quick. The real-time trading indicators are $57 a month. Stock options and crypto alerts, $67 a month for those that cannot afford maybe the SAR bot script right now. You can maybe use our crypto alerts here to build up your bankroll. And I think Vidouche said yesterday I had 24 trades in April, and 22 out of the 24 trades did not hit the stop loss and made an average profit of 15%, guys. So that's what we're looking at here on my trade results. Yeah, Max, we can look at GRT here real quick. Sorry about that. But I don't think much has changed on the GRT chart, right? Down slope consolidation. Still making lower highs right now, right? So maybe we end up making higher lows and go sideways a bit. All right. All right. So yeah, GRT still looks good. Nice down slope consolidation pattern. The daily is about to cross up here. And that's it. If you guys are wondering how the trades are given, 1 second here. I just want to add somebody to the SAR script right now. Okay, cool. sell Solana now? I mean, that's up to you guys. I don't know where your entry points are, but this thing is quite extended, right? We're showing the daily bearish divergence. We got the MFI sell signals coming in. We're coming out of overbought territories here, back into not overbought. It's still bullish on the daily, but it's pointed down right now. And I really do think that this could come back down to this $35 area. I mean, this thing is guys, it's straight up, right? I mean, like, what do you want? Am I using an old school typewriter? No, I'm not. I'm using a normal keyboard. I'm using a normal keyboard. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. So let me go through a little of how we post the trade setups for you guys. So if you do subscribe to the crypto and stock alerts, I'm mostly posting the swing trades on cryptos right now. If you're looking for option trades, we have a gentleman here, Chase Lin, who posts daily scalp trades, okay, for you guys. If you're looking for the swings, well, I post the swings here, right? So here's the Lena call out from the other day. I gave an entry range. I think it went down to like 8.6. You could have got a nice average entry there of 9 cents. And I think Lena today made a nice move. Here you go, over 10 cents, 10% move on the day. Obviously interacting here with the 21 EMA. We gave a nice swing trade on this, all right? So that's already in the green, nicely, all right? I think this audio coin, I actually hit the first take profit and I got out of it because I didn't really like what was happening on the chart in terms of volume, but it still hit a take profit, okay? Jeremy, awesome, man. That'd be great. Definitely check it out. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for your viewership. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully. And happy Thursday for all of you guys. And make sure you guys smash the like button up. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel again. And tick the little bell. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow.